Well, here we go. All across the land in Pakistan, they'll be saying, why is this happening to me? That's what they'll be saying. Welcome back to The Great Cricketer, brought to you by ACO, India's tech-first insurance company. Sam Perry, is this the happiest you've ever been? Ever been?
Well, one...
No.
I was just thinking, one time at school there was this kid on the wall and we were just kicking the ball and I just got one just to skim right off his head, just like William Tell.
That's good.
So that was number one.
What a reference.
Yeah, 1998. That's when that happened. But this would have to be a close second. That's to be a very close second, he goes. I mean, I think right about now, or maybe in a couple of hours' time, I don't know how they like to do this, but there's a really big song happening in that Australian dressing room. I think that is a fucking big song. There is actually a mathematical formula. I don't know what it is. I've heard about it, so I can only speak about it prosaically. But the more days in the dirt you have, the more dirt in your pants that you have, and you can't obviously bring nappy sand over to Pakistan, the more dead tracks you overcome, the greater the song. The better the beers, if they're allowed to have them in their private locations, the better the song. So I think it's a big song. I think Australia are deserved winners of the Osaka Batteries TikTok Tapal T Beno Kadir trophy. And I'm very pleased for them. I think it's a breakthrough win. I think it's very well earned. I think they've had to do it in new ways. And was it all worth it? Don't know about that. But it's some good gear for Australia because they don't win this shit. They do not win these series, but they have this time.
Mate, that is so true. Australia don't win this series. And let me tell you right now, Sam Perry, if Steve Smith is not in the sheds right now singing Shaka tack, 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 it was fucking flat, 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 flat,
Yeah.
then I'm not here.
Yep.
Then I'm not here. That is so satisfying, the way they've hung in. Mate, the declaration by Cummins is the best I've ever seen. Mate,
Nah, do it.
Wait, what? Like, the fucking balls, man, that it takes to be like, I'm going to lose a series and then, like, cop my declarations in my test captaincy career for the next 6 years, being like, do you remember that time, though? Is fucking heroic, and, like, that is as satisfying a win. Now, I am kind of sad because I said it was going to be a draw from about 3 days ago, so I'm sad that I was wrong, and that hurts me. But... Mate, what a fucking 1-0 win. What a 1-0 fucking escape. Take that back to Anfield.
Yeah.
And we'll defend that.
Okay.
Or wherever we play.
Yeah, I mean, no need to sort of ascribe a Premier League team to the nation. Like, that takes things away from us.
We've conquered all of Europe. We're never going to stop.
Okay. No, I was going to use that analogy though. Like, you might follow a football team in Europe. Maybe it is a an Anglo team like Liverpool or United, who are like in the past could have been accused of European naivete. You go and play against the Italian teams. It's a bit gnarly, which is a word that you like to use. And now me, it's difficult to break through the Italian back four. I feel like playing in Asia is that. You might spank teams at home, bit of cop end stuff, bit of Stretford end stuff 10 years ago earlier, and you know how to do it there. But when you go to the scary away places, the footage is a bit grainier. The conditions are all fucking full of potholes and obstacles, figurative and literal. It becomes difficult. All of a sudden, your star players turn to shit. That's what playing in Asia is like. And I think that's why this is a really, really meaningful series victory. They got into the arm wrestle and emerged victorious with sophisticated tactics, imaginative leadership, potent fourth inning spin, finally, but it arrived. You had a new captain backing a leggy, speaking about him afterwards. Didn't quite pay off for Swepson this time. You had old heads scoring runs that on dead tracks, but runs that we don't score, going big. You had the team defending and playing slow and dry when they needed to, and then attacking when they needed to as well. And that declaration from Cummins, look, all these things are so easy in hindsight. It's just kind of why I wanted to talk about it yesterday, because you just got to chuck it out there before you can speak with that retrospect, I guess. But like, I thought it was brilliant for two reasons. One, that the dangled carrot was necessary to take so many of those wickets, especially the top order wickets that have been so hard to get. For example, Azhar Ali's wicket. Now, there's conjecture over the video replay with that. It looked less like a spike and more like a little mound. And there was a few others like that. I still thought probably hit it. But nevertheless, like, Azhar Ali, like, that,
smashed it.
He smashed it, mate. That's what I'm saying in the shares, mate. He fucking smashed it. Yeah. But like, he doesn't. Smashed it. Yeah. He does. The point of that declaration is he doesn't play that shot where he's trying to broom Lyon from outside off stump unless there's a win on the cards. If Cummins bats him out of the game and they're in draw mode, he doesn't play that shot. If he doesn't play that shot, they don't get that chance. Yeah, butterfly effect shit or whatever. But Australia's struggled to knock teams over when they've just put the wall up. But this time, he gave them a chance of victory, and that in turn created more chances for Australia. They actually dropped some chances, but they still managed enough, and they got there with 25 overs to spare or whatever. So I thought that was brilliant. The second reason that was brilliant is because it kind of overcame, and he's done this a couple of times, Cummins, more with some Palace intrigue off the field, but like, it overcame Australian orthodoxy. Like, in Australia, we bat teams out of the game. We make sure you're no sniff at all. Like, we think that if you have no sight of victory, you've got no chance of surviving this fucking prisoner of war camp, and that's a distasteful analogy off the top of my head, like, then we'll be able to capitalise. We're like a fucking spider's web. You're trapped. I'm going to toy with you. I'm going to come and get you when you've stopped struggling. It doesn't work with this team. So Cummins has found a different way. He's done it through spin, reverse. I think it's brilliant. So, overcoming some of the old orthodoxy as well is great. So I think it's very satisfying. It was fucking hard. It was a hard series win. And they've done it by staying level. They've done it with a bit of panache. Good guys have scored big runs. Cummins bowls tang, Stark tang, swept some debuts, Lyon fourth inning shit. Guys achieved stuff. And there was some grind. Most of it was grinding, fucking boring ass cricket. Yeah. Ooh,
now, second thing.
Sorry, mate.
Second thing is Travis Head. Do you trust it? No, mate. Let's just get straight into the second thing. Like, we were talking about the first thing. Like, Australia have just done it. The second thing just needs to be like, is Lyon our greatest ever? I've our greatest ever spinner. The conjecture was before the game, mate. Before today, if Lyon spins us to victory, this will be his finest hour. I feel like I've heard that 8 times in Lyon's career. He takes 5 for whatever, and he's just won Australia a series. And this is part of the thing about the nature of the series. It comes down to the 15th day in the series, and he wins us the game.
Yep.
And that's some world-class shit, man.
And
that's world-class.
And
who else does that in the world?
Mate, big time. Cheers. It is literally, it's hats off. I'm taking my hat off for Nathan Lyon. That's how big this is. And a deserving player of the match. Uzi, 91, 104 not. See you later. Other guy scored runs too. Cheers.
On a flight.
Absolute fucking highway, mate. Good on you. Sorry. But for Nathan Lyon, I'd be very surprised if that's not right up there for him. Not that I know him really, but as you said, 15th day of a series, you're an experienced spinner in Asia. There's another bloke they've brought into the side, and you have failed in the 4th innings countless times in recent memory. And I'm just saying that practically. In those circumstances where you're playing against pretty good top order in Pakistan on their home track with the series on the line, to get it done, a lot of people weren't expecting it on your back. That's balls. That's Louis Van Gaal. Drop your pants. Have a look at the big cannons hanging out of that sack there. for me.
Dude, what about like literally like 2 days ago, our second thing on this show was Lion, do we need to talk about it? And I said that ironically in the sense that there was conversation online. That was 2 days ago. And the guy takes let me get the numbers up. The guy takes 5 for 83 off fucking 37. Literally, name one other spinner in the world outside of Ashwin that could possibly do that. I just don't see it.
I think it's hats off.
That's fucking that's some world class shit, man. That's what you.
That's
want
world class.
from your
That's
Australian
world class
Premier
tweaking.
spinner.
That's world class brotherhood shit. That's brotherhood
Good
gear.
for him as well. Good for him.
Absolutely. That's a big song. It's a big circuit. Yeah.
But it was in Pakistan, so it doesn't count because it's away from home and sort of like the D's are playing in that.
Well, Buddy kicked his 1,000th.
Yeah. So sort of forgot about that. Pez, third thing, Australia unbeatable in Asia. Australia have actually now never lost a series in Asia ever in the history of the game.
Yep.
There's an announcement today that they'll go to Pakistan. They go to Sri Lanka. Sorry. Now I've misplaced Pakistan with Sri Lanka, which is another good week for me. In terms of placing Asian nations. First time in 6 years that Australia would go there. They'll play the test matches start late June. A couple of white ball games before then. This is a significant win for a team that for ages, in my view, has been an almost team. Heading into South Africa, into that series, where the Sandpaper Series happened in 2018, they have been an almost team. And if they achieve success this year, for me, and I'll be the arbiter of what success is for the Australian public, it's huge. Like winning a series in Pakistan, they've got the job done here. Like it's fucking pretty good. It's pretty good. They win in Pakistan. We'll have a look at India. It's gonna be harder in India, obviously, but this is a team that can go somewhere. And like winning in Asia, any country in Asia, is hard for Anglo teams, and we haven't seen it in ages. And they've done it. Therefore, this is the best team I've ever seen.
Mate, I do think...
I was excited.
Look, there's no way you can prove this, right? And perhaps there's more diplomatic ways to say it.
I agree. Yeah, I know.
I've had an IPA, just the one.
Yeah.
But that team loses its rag under the old regime in 3 days.
It does.
That's
Absolutely.
it. That team loses its rag at something, like all of us mere mortal grade cricketers would.
Pezza, they become what I was after like 15 minutes. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this series. I've had enough. They become me. And like I am the product of the old regime. And now I do this dumb podcast. So they fucking lose their shit. This team has just hung in, and they've learnt from the last declaration in the second test match. Is like, okay, we needed more time. We should have caught some more catches. I think this is tangible evidence that this is the right leadership, the right team, the right environment, that they're going somewhere. Now, if they lost today, I'd fucking burn them deluxe.
Oh, mate, me too.
Bring back everything.
Effigies as well. I'd be effigies up in Darwin, which is, and I think it's Territory Day. You can let off fireworks for a day, like legally. And so I'd be actually creating effigies of the team, including McDonald, who'd obviously go up in flames, more so than others for bad joke reasons. But, what? Yeah, anyway. But luckily, we don't have to do that. I don't have to plan effigy burning of the team because I
don't have to buy a newspaper.
They won the tough shit. And, they stayed level throughout. And they remained in it. Even Steve Smith dropped a couple of catches. I think he actually had a horror show in the sense that, like, not only did he dropped one easy one, and then a couple were just would have been screamers to take. Then he's out of position for a couple, and it was like a perfect storm. But then he takes an absolute snorter halfway through this innings as well. It was off Lion. I can't remember who it was. It was Bubba, low and to his left. You know, that sort of stuff follows up like Cummins is caught and bowled 2 days ago, which I don't think, it got lost in a conversation about whether that was a catch according to the laws. That catch, mate, that for me, that's the turning point in the series, that catch. Pakistan's 1 for 220, 1 for 200 or something. They're truly in the dirt, and has Australia actually bottled it? Have they lost their opportunity? This new skipper, is bowling his 8,000th over in 35-degree heat. He bowls another one at 140 clicks. He's got 8 times the fucking force of his body, the weight of his body going through his front dog. And he's off balance. Anyone who's played cricket knows how hard it is to take that catch. He takes it in the mitts. He's athletic enough to actually flick it up in the air like he's fucking Quade Cooper playing sevens rugby.
And perfectly as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's why it wasn't Herschel Gibbs, because Herschel Gibbs literally dropped it. Like, he came out of his hand. If it did come out of his hand like that, when we got a problem, maybe. But it didn't. He fucking flicked it 50 metres in the air because he's a freak, and he's actually changed the course of the game. By doing that, that's 70th over shit. That is the most boring stuff where all of us are going, oh my god, Test cricket's dead. Dhoni's not captain of CSK. Can we get some fucking Carnival of Throbber stuff going? Who's wearing the gold lids?
Yeah.
And Cummins is there just with dirt on his trousers, going, oh, I'm gonna take us there, boys. And he does it. And he says to his team with a declaration, hey, burn the boats. This is Caesar stuff. Burn the boats. We're either gonna win or we're gonna lose. I think it's inspired, and it's done in the most kind of mundane of circumstances. That's Test cricket. We're going to get the carnival shit coming up now. It's going to be good, no doubt about it. I'm ready for it, but I think this is hard. This is some hardcore shit that they've done.
Fuck me, Sam Perry. I'm going to run through a fucking wall for you in a second. Like, hit the comments right now for Sam Perry's diatribe just saying, fuck me, I'll do and then he follows up with some real shit, because that's the great cricketer. All right, hashtag RCDC brought to you by ACO. Jamie Kappa Pez wrote in via Patreon. We love Jamie, JC. He asked, would you rather have Cam Green's eyes... Cam Green's height, Cummins' eyes, or Carey's teeth? That's what we go through from here. We go through some absolute glorious shit. Yeah. Australia's best ever victory. What would you prefer? Cam Green's height, Cummins' eyes, or Carey's teeth? What the fuck? For me, man, it's just fucking height. It's just fucking height for days, man. We can still see you. We can still see you. For me, it's just height's everything. I mean, I love PAK Cummins' eyes. Don't get me wrong. What I wouldn't give when he flashes those pearly blues. Oh my god. I'll do anything. Carey's teeth. We also know he's got a tight wagon. We know that throughout this Test match. But for me, height is everything. He gets the first pole today. He sets the tone, and he's just fucking big. He's just big. If anyone is watching this right now and just wishes, oh no, I want better teeth. No, you don't. You just wish you were bigger. And don't we all? And I just want Cam Green's height. Yeah. 2 meters, 2 meters, 2 meters. Yes.
Okay. Firstly, you can achieve Alex Carey's teeth. I'm not saying and part of his teeth whiteness, as he said, is due to his beautiful olive skin. So perhaps the question should have been Alex Carey's skin pigment, though that then creates other issues that have gone back through history that I don't want to touch. I'm just saying, if you get the pigment, you might get the white. Yeah. No, it's pig farming. I
thought you were doing some free settler shit from Adelaide.
I don't know what I was doing. You sort of, something goes in your head and you got to go with it. And then you're like, oh, that's wrong. Something goes, alarm goes off.
James Harden.
Yep.
Shoot it, man. Shoot.
Shoot. You can buy those teeth. Okay, so bin it. Cummins' eyes. You can also buy eyes. You can buy contact lenses. You can get nice eyes if you want. Okay, but you can't buy height. You can't buy height, and the height begats a lot of other things. If you catch my drift, in the way sort of Abraham begat Moses, who begat, I don't know, some other shit. No, Abraham was Joseph, I guess, and he had a couple of sons, and shit begat other shit. But Cam Green's height begats other areas pertaining to size in your body. And then
Australia is a land girt by sea.
That's right, and girthed by sea. He goes, that aside, I just want to make one more point, right? I've been thinking a lot about the bigger discussion of whether this cricket was good. And I think it's a really good discussion. It comes down to, I think, like, what's your poison? Just like a drink, what's your poison? What's the cricket that stops you fucking scrolling TikTok? And everyone's at a different place with it, and that's fucking fine, because cricket provides for heaps of different shit. There's no right or wrong. No one should be fucking, no one should be like enjoyment shaming people's relationship to cricket. There's a lot of good shit around.
I agree.
And so no one's right or wrong. I want to say one thing about cricket in Asia though, like, and I don't care. I don't care that this is going to be seen as pandering to India, because you know what? I fucking am, because it's true. Cricket in India is fun. Like, they put a fucking stick on, but some fucking fun happens over there in Test cricket. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got Patel's, you got Aksar's potions, Ashwin doing shit. Fast bowlers are trying to get things happening. The Pakistani crowd's absolutely unbelievable. You can feel the passion over there. I'm not going to bring them into it, but like the energy of an Indian crowd is unbelievable as well. And the wickets are just ruder. Like, if the wicket is rude, it evokes the senses. I can't say that Pakistan decks did that this time around. I want to make a separation. It's not an Asian thing. I like the way Australia won for, like, 2-day third grade cricket reasons. I've had enough days in the sun with flies on me to appreciate their win. But like, when they go to India, it's going to be on, and it's going to be fun and funny and rude.
There's a reason why Kohli hasn't scored 100 in a long time, and it's because of those decks, and that's going to be a fucking fun series. And if we lose in 2 days, you know what? We're going to have a laugh doing it. Hey, thank you so much to everyone out there who's stuck with us in the last 15 days, or if you've like come in and out. I don't blame you, because I sort of have as well, so cerebrally. So yeah, that's actually on me as well. There's plenty of stuff going on. The IPL starts tomorrow, of course. There's What Is Rap already on our YouTube channel. If you've made it this far, you already know all these things, but thank you so much for joining us. Click subscribe if you're new, and if you're old, actually don't do any of that. We don't actually care about what you do.
Hey, True Blue, is it me and you?
Is it ones or twos? Yeah. See you guys tomorrow. We'll be back for the IPL, for the real shit, the real shit. Yeah. See you guys later.
Is it a kangaroo?